week 33 results and week 34 jab. Hi, Kerry here, and this is my Mounjaro journey. Thank you to all the new subscribers and returning subscribers. It really means a lot to me. And if you've got any comments or about your journey or any questions or anything, don't forget to put them down below. So you may have noticed that this seems to be a different weighing day. Today is actually Sunday the 22nd of June. I normally take my jab on a Thursday night, but because of an eventful week, I have delayed it for a few days, and I will go into why it was an eventful week. But first and foremost, let me start with my starting weight from my beginning journey, even pre-Mounjaro. I started off weighing 100 kilograms or 15 stone, 10.4 pound or 220 pounds. So that was back in April of last year. And then right up until last week, I actually weighed 69 kilograms or 10 stone, 12.1 pounds or 152 pounds. So I had a total weight loss of 31 kilograms or 4 stone, 12.3 pounds or 68 pounds, which meant that last week I actually stayed the same. So I weighed the Sunday before where I actually gained a little bit of weight. Then my gym instructor told me to weigh on the Wednesday, and I'd lost that weight that I'd gained. And then I re-weighed on the Sunday and I remained the same, which didn't seem to bother me because this is a journey that we have. But I had a great non-scale victory. Now, I have some shorts that I haven't worn since 2008, 2009, when I got to about 11 stone. I could never get below that 11 stone mark, but I could fit into these shorts because I used to play a lot of golf, I used to walk a lot, I used to cycle a lot, all them sorts of things. And I honestly thought these shorts were actually in storage because we're in the process of doing my brother's property up, so we're in rented accommodation and all our stuff's in storage. And it turned out, no, my mum actually had these shorts and she brought them through and she said, try them on, I think they should fit you now. So I tried them on, the size 14s fit, which is the UK 14, which I think's a 10 or a 12 in the US. I'm not sure where it is in Australia. It might be a 38. I know it's a 38 in South Africa. So I tried them on. They fitted great. They were just right. I tried the 12s on. I could get into them, but they were a bit tight. So I think I'll wait for them. But not only that, we've had quite decent weather this week in the UK. And I actually wore them out in public. I haven't worn shorts in public since about 2009. I did, even going to the beach and things like that. I've always worn crop trousers or with long tops when it's hot weather. So that has been a great non-scale victory. So I'm going to jump and tell you why I'm actually late with my injection. Well, I've not been very well. On Monday of this last week, I woke up extremely early in the morning with diarrhea. Now, I have not had a lot of diarrhea on this Mounjaro journey. I've had it, counting Monday, 3 times. I had it in December when I restarted taking the injection after my low sodium incident, and because I ate sausage on the day I was injecting. Never eat fatty foods on the day you're injecting or the day after. And then I had it in February when I was away on holiday, and I know why I had it then, and I surmise. And then I had it on Monday, and I started at really early in the morning, about 3:30, and I went through until probably about 8:30 when it stopped, and I didn't have to take any Imodium or anything like that. So I managed to get on with my day of doing my main job, but I didn't do my second job, which was where I create content and training stuff for people. So I didn't do that because I just did not feel well. I felt quite tired and quite weak. But I just thought maybe it's a bug, maybe it's Mounjaro, because on the Saturday I'd had a really rich dinner at an Italian restaurant. So I thought maybe it's that. But then Tuesday morning I started again with diarrhea. This time it was a bit later, and again it stopped so that I could go and do what I needed to do. But then after lunch I immediately started again, which I thought, well, this isn't right, because I've had no fatty food or anything. I cancelled my gym because I kept getting stomachache at that point. And then I started with chest pains, really bad, more like something was sitting on top of my chest. It was heavy, it felt compressed, and I have got a heart murmur, and I've also got low heart rate. So the doctors have kept saying to me, if you get like that, you need to ring the paramedics. Well, I left it for a bit, hoping that it'd go. And then eventually at around 6:30 at night, I rang up and the paramedics turned up, did their tests and that, and said, we need to take you to hospital. So off I went to A&E. Thankfully, it wasn't anything serious. They'd done tests to see if I'd had a mini heart attack. Thankfully, it wasn't that. It was an infection. I was told to come home and rest, which I've been doing. Told me to rest with my exercising until next week. So I've not been walking. I've done no weight training. I've done absolutely nothing. All I've done is follow on with my diet. I did ask about Mounjaro. I said, can I carry on taking it because it is doing all these good things for me? And they says, no, you should be fine. When you feel ready, start taking it. So that's what I'm doing. I'm here on Sunday. So I've weighed today as well, because like I say, Sunday is my official day of weighing. And from last Sunday, where I remained the same, I have actually lost a bit of weight. So I'll show you on my other apps here. So you can see that with MyFitnessPal, I track that every Sunday. So the Sunday before, 10 stone, 12.1, where I remained the same between the Wednesday and the Sunday. And then this Sunday, I'm down to 10 stone, 10.1. I've lost 2 pounds and weighed on the Sunday 69 kilograms, and I was down to 68.1. So basically a loss of 2 pounds or 0.9 kilograms. So what that actually means is that I've hit another milestone, and that means that I've hit my 5 stone weight loss in total. Hopefully that's the same next week, and that it becomes real, that it feels real, that I've actually hit that 5 stone mark, which is incredible. I've lost a lot of weight in the past, but I've never ever kept at something so long. And when I was ill on Tuesday, I kept thinking, please don't say I can't carry on, because you worry about that food noise. You worry because I haven't got that food noise. I'm lucky. I'm still on 5 milligrams, and I've got decent suppression, but I can still eat my 3 meals a day. I still can enjoy little things, and I believe you need to still enjoy those, because we've all got to live. Like yesterday was a beautiful day. I went for a walk for the first time since the doctors told me to rest. It was only a small little walk, basically parked the car in one end of a park with some woods, walked through that, got to the cafe, and we all had a little ice cream, and then sat down watching people, you know, kids running around and people going in the river and people going into the like water thing that they can go into, and it was just really nice. So but I still had an ice cream and still enjoyed that, and it was still in my calorie, so I don't feel guilty about that. And I think that's definite a change, that I don't feel guilty about it. I feel I've had my treat and then I carry on, and I don't feel because I've had one treat that, oh, I've got to carry on eating all this rubbish like I would have done before. I would have gone, oh, well, I've had a bad morning. That's it. It's a bad day. I can carry on eating rubbish, and then the next day I carry on. It has changed. So you do worry. So, yeah. But the good news is I'm now not got that far to go with regards to my goal. I've set my goal to be 9 stone 6 pound. Now that is only just into the healthy BMI. Whether I get there or not, we'll see. But I'm not worried. I'm just going to take the journey as it is. So again, I'm still on the 5 milligram pen. I've also got the bigger needle, 6 millimeters, that one. So I'm going to clean the pen, and you'll see that this is my second dose on this pen. So you can see that I've had one dose. Get the old antiseptic white. My memory's not as good as it used to be, so I'm checking to see where I went lower left. So I'm going to go and do it at the bottom there. So screw that on. Take that top, keep that. And you normally bin that one. And then turn that to twice. So 1, 2. So it goes to that long point there. And then I'm going to prime it. And yes, quite a lot of stuff came out there, so that was good. So Mounjaro you prime every time you use. I know Wegovy and Ozempic you only prime once. So the first time you inject. So the reason why Mounjaro's got more. So I've also got these leggings on that I call Norabati leggings, because the crotch short goes right down to my kneecaps. So I'm going to put a picture up of who Norabati is. She was a character in Last of the Summer Wine. That's it. So that is week 34, or jab 34. I'm just going to take that and put it in my container, needle container. So there we go. That is my week. So hopefully this week I've booked back at the gym, but not until the end of the week. So hopefully I can get back to walking and doing all that good stuff. And hopefully I get the keys to my new home tomorrow. If you've got any comments or any questions or anything like that, don't forget to put them down in the bottom. And if you like, in the bottom, don't forget to put them down in the comment section. And if you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button. And if you haven't already subscribed and you like my content, why not subscribe? See you next week. Bye.